Hello and welcome to another week. It is Lindsey here. Today we're cleaning off the porch. All those nasty pollen and dirt and dog hair is coming off today. We're starting out this video by putting together our brand new electric pressure washer from Homdox. We're going to feature this pressure washer in this video and we'll talk more about it later. I even have a discount code for you. So if you're looking for something like this, you can get it a little cheaper. But right now we're just putting this together and then we're gonna get started cleaning off our dirty, messy porch.
Get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubt.
Now you can see here what we're working with. There is lots of dirt and grime. We have not sprayed it off since before winter, so it's all the winter sludge as well as pollen that's gotten attached to everything. There's dog hair up here because of the kennel and just a lot of mess that needed to be cleaned up. You can see how much dirt there is like on our fans and things. So we're going to test this little pressure washer to the max and see what she can do.
A classic cliche, we're on the run. This is what we waited for. Oh, yeah. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me.
Jay's starting us off here. He's just taking the blower and blowing like that, you know, extra layer of dirt off. Here he's just being a mess and he's going to put the cover back on my Blackstone for me. I cleaned it earlier, but it was so hot that I waited to put the cover back on. We use it quite a lot in the summertime. We really use all of our outdoor grills and smokers in the summertime quite a bit because I don't like the heat in the house, you know? Down here in the South, that's what we do. This is our little catch-all area. There's been some stuff here that I need to put back in the storage for a while, but you ain't gonna see me going into the storage because last time I went in there, there was a big old black snake and I haven't been back there since. Hadn't been back. Nope. No.
Let's go, let's be free with me. Yeah.
Now that we've got that cleaned off, Jay's just getting our Homdox pressure washer all fixed up. It's just putting on the hose and then attaching it to our water source. Pretty simple and easy. When I got going, it really turned out to be really fun, so I think this is perfect for me. I was a little bit scared to use a pressure washer. Not really scared, but I don't know. I don't have much experience with them and I don't use them often.
Do you recall when we were young, running from all things at once without thinking twice?
These cushions have outlasted their expiration date for about 5 years. So, I mean, they are on their last leg. I think this is like a little oil stain somehow that this got on it. And it actually took some of it off, which I was surprised. I'm not using any kind of detergent or soap or anything on these right at the moment. I'm just using the water because I want to see what it can do with just the water. So, I mean, it did its work on it. I think it made it look a little bit better. But I think with some good detergent, I could probably get that off. I should probably go put my boots on. I don't want to get a toe removed.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny. Pressure washer. My lovely pre-haircut hair. Ooh, look at that bouffant. I didn't do anything today but wake up, brush my teeth, and go work on the house. As you can tell.
The stories I've been told, they never seem to.
Getting back to it here, I'm just getting all of the pollen and nasties off of this furniture. It's been sitting here collecting all the pollen, and I mean, if you know me, then you know that I have issues with allergies this time of year. So I want to remove all I can. You can see on this little black table slash plant stand, I use it for both. It really did a good job here on getting all this nasty grime off. Ugh, that was pretty bad. That would have taken some scrubbing with just the water hose. I usually just clean the porch with a water hose every year, so I much preferred this method for sure. This rug is a $20 plastic rug from Walmart, and I really didn't think it was gonna last. I think this is my third summer using it, and I mean, it's got its quirks, it's here's and there's, but this pressure washer cleaned it up pretty good, and I think we're gonna be able to use it just fine for at least another summer or two. So now I'm going to tell you just a little bit more about the Homdox electric high pressure washer, okay? So I do have a discount code for this. It is 15% off down in the description box for you in case you need it. The pressure washer has 2,150 PSI. It has an adjustable spray nozzle, hose reel, and even a little detergent tank. So it can get detergent for your car, truck, patio, whatever you need a little bit extra on. It's got a little detergent pack for that. I'm gonna use the detergent pack a little differently later on and mix up some fly spray so you can kind of see what's going on there. Summers are horrible for flies for us. But I really loved that it all was contained in one space, so it's easy to store. You know, we don't have much storage, so if something is small and compact and all of the pieces can be attached to the thing, that's what I need. I can't have like nozzles and things sitting out. But it does have 4 different nozzles here. They range, let's see, we've got a 0 degree, a 15 degree, a 25 degree, and a 40 degree range of spray patterns. So you could either pinpoint or fan out to tackle, you know, bigger jobs. You can use the Homdox pressure washer to tackle a very wide variety of cleaning tasks. This pressure washer is going to be perfect for all the little at-home cleaning things, even washing your car or truck or RV, even your boat or your deck. You know, it's good for all those projects, even patios and driveways, and also spraying off all your lawn equipment. This will be good for cleaning a lot of the household things that you got. And you're gonna see more about how it works the rest of the video. You can just kind of keep an eye out and see what you like. But like I said before, there is a discount code, and I'll leave the link in the description box so you can go read more, you can read the reviews, you can take a look at everything and all the specifics about it. It's super easy to use, so if you're not a professional or you're a little worried about using a pressure washer, this would be the perfect one for you to start with because it's very easy to use.
And I look back, we don't see the same thing. It's time that we just let it die. Oh, I can find a higher love over the clouds above. I can find a higher ground. I just have to reach past the summit line. I can find a higher.
Now I'm just cleaning around the door. We're getting all of the spider webs and all the gunky stuff off. My doormat, I do need to go buy a new one. It saw its last day too. The dogs really like laying on it, so all their dirt kind of soaks into it. If you've been around any length of time, I struggle with my front door and keeping it clean. And let me just tell you, the last time I cleaned my door, I scrubbed it for like 30 minutes. I'm not doing that again. This pressure washer took off more dirt than I was able to get off scrubbing, and within like a minute or two. It was crazy. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. You'll still see scratches and things on it. It has never been painted. It was just, it's a metal door, so I've got some rust on it. It may be something that we switch out later after we move, but we're really not doing any projects on this house. No particular projects on this house until after we move. Then we're gonna start like a bit of a renovation on it when we get our funds back up. There's no one like you, my little girl. We're about getting to where we need 2 boot trays because the kiddos' feet are just getting bigger and bigger. But we also started feeding our cat up here on the dog kennel because it's easy, it's really close to the door, and it was just easier for Ollie to feed her up here. And the dogs don't mess with her. They don't bother little kitty soft paws. So we knew it was going to come up a storm soon, so we decided to get all of the things that were in the weather and get those cleaned up before we tackle the worst side of the porch. So we're just taking everything out so we can spray everything down, get all that pollen and nasties off, and then put it back.
Live your life, dream big, don't forget to be kind. Live, it's your life. Rocks are meant to be picked up and thrown.
This table is the same one that we built 2 or 3 summers ago. We move it around on the porch quite often. This is actually our summer setup. In the winter time we have a completely different setup on the porch, which I really prefer that one, but Jay likes this one, so that's why we kind of go back and forth with the seasons. But this table has really held up well. I had a few people say, oh, you put pocket hole screws on it, and they're not gonna, I don't know why people think that pocket hole screws are not good enough, because they've been perfect. They hold up really, really well. I even have the kids' bunk bed has pocket hole screws, and it's held up with kids climbing on it daily for several years. So there's no hate on the pocket hole screws over here. I love them. By the way, that table, when we first built it, was under $100. I'm sure now that table would be more, but it's still cheaper than going to buy a table. Building it's still cheaper, thank goodness. I mean, I don't know when that's gonna stop. But now Jay's taking over the deck. I got kind of tired of pressure washing, and he is a perfectionist, so you can really get to see the difference that it can make with the pressure washer, because he's a little meticulous, a lot more meticulous than I am. I'm just trying to get the dirt off, and he's like, ooh, we need to make it pretty. So, you know, that's the difference between us.
This can be pleasantly overgrown. You know where to go if you follow that heart. One step at a time. We all play our part. Go on now, be good, be fine. Live your life, dream big, don't forget to be kind. Live, it's your life, go on now, change your dreams, everything, go on now, be good, be fine, live your life. Live your life.
You can see that there's a pretty bad oil stain on the deck. That was from when the grill was over there. It kind of just dripped on the deck. It's really nasty. I did spray a little bit of Blue Dawn on it just to see if it would come up. And you can't really tell because he got right in front of it as he was spraying it off. You know, the camera's not his #1 friend, but it did do a lot better. You can kind of see when it moves. He got all the spots off, and then the only dark spot left was the part where we had like an imperfection in the wood, so it's going to keep some of that dark stuff. But it did do a good job. It did a really good job on that nasty, nasty oil stain. Jason couldn't be too much of a perfectionist because we did have that storm blowing in, and you could feel it around this time. This was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see how dark it is. So we just quickly kind of tried to get things put back in place, because I knew once it really started we weren't going to be able to be out here at all. It's supposed to be high winds and maybe even hail and all that good stuff. So we just put all this stuff back and started working on the nastiest part of the porch.
In the scrapbook of my mind,
this. I screwed it in with some screws. And I hammered these screws in because they were easy to hammer in with my little hammer. And it looks so cool in these little gaps right here are where you put your hands. So put your hands right there. And you can smack.
If you ain't helping, you're
Now,
hurting.
don't smack any people though.
I ain't gonna smack.
Alright, go help Daddy. He needs help.
When I'm falling down.
All the fun projects. Now let's hope he doesn't really hit his sister or something with that. He wouldn't do it on purpose, that's for sure. He is such a helper with this part of the porch. I was pleasantly surprised. He got all of our trash going. We had a few things that were burnable, a few things that were not, a couple things to donate, but definitely a lot of stuff we didn't take care of in the wintertime. We do have a fly stick here. These are ones we get from our farm store and they're absolutely excellent. I'll try to put it on Instagram so you guys can see it, but they're our favorite fly catcher, yeah. And we put it right by the door, so maybe, just maybe, they won't come inside. We do have flies pretty bad this time of year. When it rains and gets kind of muddy, they really like that. We also have chickens and goats and horses, so, and dogs. So flies are a normal part of life out here.
Every day a million times, hoping you hear me. Tell me you do. Every day a million times, just when I'm thinking of you. Brightest sky I have ever seen, the most colorful one.
I'm just mixing up a fly spray with apple cider vinegar, some peppermint oil, some lemon oil, and citronella, and it seemed to really do the job. You'll see Jay use it later at the end of this. He kind of just put it around the door, and then on some, I didn't want to put it on the porch because I don't want the dogs laying on it, because I didn't have time to research what essential oils were safe for them and what were not. So I was like, we're just not going to use it on the deck. That way we ain't got to worry about that. But here we're just continuing on. We found all of our baskets for harvesting and got those cleaned up in like 2 seconds flat. That would have taken me forever to clean.
I confess, I let you in on everything, even the fact that I'm upset.
Now we're just spraying off our grill. We've had this forever, I guess 4 or 5 years, and it was a little $50 grill from Walmart. I think we caught a clearance or something, but it's still working just fine, working really good. But we did have some trash back here. I'm not even sure how it accumulates, but it does sometimes. And then of course all the leaves from the fall that hadn't been sprayed off yet. So we're just taking care of all that, and we're gonna spray everything off and get it nice and clean before the storm rolls in.
For you.
And our 10-year-old little chest freezer's cleaning up real nice. You know, it has some rust and some dents and some dings because it's been moved around several times, but it's still serving us very, very well. We keep all of our meat in there, especially our deer meat and all that good stuff. I think it's better for a chest freezer to hold all those good things. When we move, I'm not sure that we're going to, we may just keep it over here at this house, to be honest, because I know that we're gonna try to put the stand-up fridge inside the house in my new pantry slash mudroom slash laundry room. So I'm not really sure that there's gonna be room for it. I actually know there's not gonna be room for it unless we just kind of move things around, but I just doubt that it's gonna be going with us. But we're still gonna use it and get good use out of it, because we always need a backup freezer just in case one of them goes kaput. That little white container is holding all of my gardening items, so I can just grab and go. I think that's a good spot for it. Happy it's gardening season. I wish I had more time to garden. You know how that goes.
The fact that I'm obsessed with you.
And there Jay's spraying the last of the fly spray around the door. And about the time he got done with this, it really started coming in hot. All the wind and nasty things. This storm actually brought us 2 days without power. So fun stuff. It was very, very windy. You can't really tell in these. I wish I would have gotten more shots of it, but we were right about to take a shower and then jump, all the electricity went off. Thank goodness it was very cool, so we were able to not be too hot that night. But man, when our electricity goes down, it goes down hard. But I did the next day come back out and kind of show you what it looked like, and it looks so much better. It feels better, that's for sure. And I also got my hummingbird feeders cleaned out. Those have been empty for about a week, so hopefully my little friends didn't run off and find a new home. We'll see about that. But I want to thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you got a little bit of motivation from this to clean up your outdoor spaces. And again, if you want to check out that pressure washer, the Homdox link is down in the description box, along with a 15% off coupon. So don't forget your coupon code if that's something that you would like to order. I can't wait to chat with you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.